Thanks so much for being with us tonight. A Wisconsin family is filing a federal lawsuit over their 22-year-old son's death. Our state capitol bureau chief Vanessa Kelson has more details on the story she's been following for the last 5 months.
The cost of Cole Schmidtnick's inhaler was raised to over $500. His parents say Cole chose rent over medicine. Days later, Cole suffered a severe asthma attack and died from cardiac arrest.
It's going to be a battle for sure.
The lawyer for the Schmidtnicks alleges OptumRx and Cole's pharmacy, Walgreens, are at fault in Cole's death.
Our hope is that this lawsuit and Cole's death will lead them to kind of introspect on their own policies and change their policies going forward, change their practices going forward.
The case continues, alleging OptumRx, the pharmacy benefit manager, did not give Cole the required 30 days notice about the cost increase, which would have given him the time to file an exception. In response to the lawsuit, a spokesperson from OptumRx, who asked for anonymity for the sake of safety, citing the murder of the CEO of United Healthcare, writes, quote, "Mr. Schmidtnick's death was tragic and our thoughts are with his family. The claims made are factually inaccurate." Walgreens declined to comment, citing the pending litigation. The Schmidtnick's lawyer says he expects this case to go to trial within the next 2 years. In Madison, Vanessa Kelson.